Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valerie and I make lifestyle videos here on YouTube. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell button next to it so you're notified every single time I drop a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about snapback culture and postpartum bodies. So I wanted to make this video because I am like over a year postpartum, and I want to talk about some of the factors as to why I haven't lost the weight that ideally I was going to, I had planned on losing. First and foremost, I want to make sure that I make this very clear. I'm in no way, shape, or form talking bad about people who have lost quick weight, snapback culture on social media. There is nothing against them. I'm talking to women who have gone through this journey of, giving birth and being left with a body that maybe you are not ready, you weren't ready for, you weren't prepared for, and that you might be seeing things online and social media or other people that you may know just go back into this beautiful body that they had pre-baby and you're not there yet. And I want to make sure that you know that it's okay. But I want to kind of talk about some of the factors that can play as to why you're not necessarily there yet. And I want to talk about myself. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a physical trainer. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not anything like that. I'm only talking about myself and my experience of me. So at 3 months after I gave birth, I decided that I wanted to go and get the IUD. And then quarantine started literally in March. And so I was starting to lose weight, but I could not shake this pouch. There was this pouch, and so I was looking at different types of bellies and how to focus on that, belly fat exercise. And mine looked like a hormonal, postpartum belly. And I was like, dang, I don't know if it's the IUD or what. I feel like I'm just losing weight, blah, blah, blah. But I'm seeing my pouch go like this. So that was one of the factors that I think is still kind of stopping me from having that stomach, that belly look that I want. I don't necessarily want to be skinny. I feel good in my weight right now, although my doctor says that I'm technically obese and I needed to lose 20 pounds. I've already lost 10 pounds from when she said I needed to lose 20. But I feel okay right now, and I don't want to be skinny, and I don't want to be super skinny. I've been that skinny girl my whole life, and I'm okay with where I'm at. I just want everything to be kind of proportional. So I have a goal in my mind of how I want my body to look, and it's not this skinny six-pack girl. I just kind of want it to be just flow. So yeah, so I want to talk about that I think that my IUD does have an influence with how I'm losing weight. Also, I think my emotions are just at an all-time high. I'm so sensitive to things. I think it caused me to at a point where with quarantine going on, I'm living the same day every single day. My son, I'm trying to teach him from school. I'm working from home. I always worked from home. And my husband is now working from home. And now everybody's like, what's for lunch? What's for dinner? What's for this? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dang, I didn't have to do all of this. I just have to worry about my daughter and me before. And my son was on a schedule to where he slept all the time. So I was getting so much work done. And then we were eating quick snacks. And I just found it really hard to keep up with that schedule in the beginning of quarantine. And so then when I tried to do that, it was so difficult. It was so difficult. I felt like I was overeating because I was bored. I was home. I was trying to fill my time. And my stress was at an all-time high. So I was just let me just eat. I want to say these are factors that instead of causing me to lose weight, caused me to gain more weight. And then down in September, started feeling very kind of depressed. And I spoke to a therapist because I was just I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm honestly so emotional all the time, and I feel very alone because I am home with my kids. But I have friends that I could talk to, but I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I'm that person that doesn't like to put my problems on anybody, so I'll keep them to myself. But I didn't really have problems, so to say, but I just felt so overwhelmed and tired and burnt out, and I didn't know what I'm doing, and I felt so stuck, and I didn't like that feeling. Like, you know, like all of these things, so obviously something was wrong inside. Like, I was not good. I was not okay. And so come December, I'm like, hey, stop. What are you doing? Do you really feel like this is the person you want to be? Do you really want to let yourself go like this? Like, you just don't want to solve any of the issues that you got going on. And so I really had to sit there and be like, dang, okay, I don't want to be this person. I know I feel like I'm mentally strong. So I was like, I'm not myself. I need to stop. I need to either help myself or... So I noticed I wasn't eating, so overwhelmed doing everything for everyone else that I would forget to eat. And I don't really drink coffee or anything like that, so like technically I would just be filling myself up on water, and then I would feel like a headache, or I would feel like I wanted to faint, or I just would not feel good. So obviously I'm not eating well, so skipping a bunch of meals is not good for you. I'm gonna change. So I go to the doctor's in the end of November, December, and she's like, hey girl, you're obese according to your BMI. And I was like, obese? Really? And I'm looking at myself, I'm like, I'm extremely overweight for my height. And so then she was like, yeah, so let's, you know, I usually don't say anything until like you're a year postpartum, and I'm like, let's go. And she's like, you're almost there, so what are we gonna do about it? And then I was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna start a diet because I'm not a diet person. I feel that if you start a diet, you're gonna have to stick to that diet for the rest of your life, and I'm not trying to change that. I don't want to have a bad relationship with food either, but I noticed that I wasn't eating enough, and I would notice it in my like milk drop, and so then I would start eating too much, and I was like, what are you doing? So I needed to find a healthy balance for myself, and so I wanted to fix that. I wanted to make sure my mentality was there, like I was ready for it. I knew what my goal was. I had a realistic goal for myself of what I want to do and how I want to look at the end of it all. My husband and I decided in September that we were going to get a Peloton. Again, like I was just like, let's just get it because I'm going to be at home anyways and I don't go to the gym. So we got that. It didn't come until November. So once I went to the doctor and everything, I was like, I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna start hitting that Peloton. I'm gonna start eating better. Like eating better as in don't forget to eat, because I actually do really love like veggies and fruits. Like I could eat that all day and like never eat a piece of meat for the rest of my life. I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to make sure I took my time. Like I said, I did lose 10 pounds from the 20 pounds that I'm supposed to lose, but my body still doesn't look there. I'm gonna show you guys what I look like because I want you guys to know why people fall into like the whole like I'll never lose this weight. I'll always look like this. Let's talk about it. Let's be fair, okay? A lot of the times, like how people lose weight can be genetics. Like I said, I snapped back after my first. After my second, it took me a little bit longer, and obviously it's taken me a little bit longer after my third. After my first, I got even skinnier than I expected to be. And I don't even remember doing a diet or anything. I just like, I think genetics had a lot to do with it. Like I naturally just went back to the body that I was. In the matter of like 4 or 5 months, I was already just like thin and my belly was flat. And you're not supposed to lose more than, for like healthy way to lose weight is like 1.5 pounds a week. Could take around 15 to 20 weeks. So that's like around 5 months. That's like the normal for you, the usual for you to look, you know, back at yourself. So snap back to your a lot of these people are influencers are losing weight like this and they look amazing. I've seen some say like, hey, no, I still look the same. I just pose differently. And like, again, people are going to show you what they want you to see. They're not going to show you they're ugly. So don't take, and I'm not saying that having that weight is ugly. I'm just saying that that's where they don't feel their best. Surround yourself with or talk to people who are more realistic. The internet is not always as realistic as you seem, and that's where I want to be different. I'm going to tell you why women gain weight during their pregnancy. Women gain weight for multiple reasons. Obviously, you're growing a little human inside, so yes, you're going to gain some weight, but that's not where all the weight comes. A lot of people are like, oh, that's going to be a big baby, and then the baby's really small. That's not all the weight that's in there. So we got to take in mind that there is fat being stored to produce milk, the placenta, the amniotic fluid, of course the baby weight, and then there's also the extra fluid to help with the circulation in your body. So all of that does create weight gain. I had a condition that caused me to have more fluid in my body and retain that fluid while I was pregnant. So it was actually stretching out my stomach, my actual belly, more than what the baby was gonna come out to. So I looked and measured like I was going to have a bigger baby, but really I wasn't. It was just extra fluid. There's a lot of things that could factor into why you're losing weight so slowly, okay? So your diet, your stress factors around you, partner, like all of that can contribute to a lot of the things that are going to help you lose and gain weight. Genetics, like I said. So I'm gonna show you guys what I look like before, and I wanna show you also what I look like now. Obviously this is really hard, so please don't make fun of me. Cue Beyonce's, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I have this mom pouch. And this is not what I'm scared to show you, because that's not the worst of it all, okay? So the worst of it all is this. So when you see this, you're like, oh, she still has a belly. Like, yes, and it's not like a perfect belly, and I obviously need to target this area, and I know it. And I still have like my love handles, which are really huge, some back fat, and then, like I said, okay, I have areas where I can see like the fat in my stomach, and I will always wear something to cover. Mom jeans are great because you can cover this targeted belly area. If you look like that and you had a baby 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago, you'll get there. But you just gotta clear up here. And if that's your goal, to lose weight or to look a certain way, here internally, make sure everything is okay, and make sure you're ready. And you're ready, and you know that this is gonna be a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It took you 9 months to get to that. It'll probably take you 9 months to even start seeing some results. So again, in 9 months, maybe we'll talk and I'll do an update video. But this was maybe for nobody, or maybe this was for somebody who was sitting at home and thinking like, dang, these girls nowadays are looking amazing. And you could do it. You can get surgery if that's what makes you happy. But if you're trying to take the natural route, you'll get there, and it's okay. And if for every social media post you have to come back to this video and be like, oh, she looks like that, okay, I'm good. Then let me be that reminder. Let me be that safety net for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it at my embarrassment's expense. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and honestly, that you felt comfortable enough, and maybe share some things that have been helping you lose weight. I would love to know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Got a blast!